welcome to our live stream. Actually, welcome home. Yeah, we said like this is no longer a live stream, this is a home. So welcome home. My name is Eno Mark 29, and we normally do this on a daily basis, like before we sleep. This is actually becoming a dose, a night dose. Before we sleep, we have to pass by and then say hello, greet each other, and then after that we have a few discussions, and after the discussions then we call it a day, right? Yeah, so welcome to our live stream. Feel at home. This home, not a live stream. I do not really know the reason as to why I keep on calling it a live stream. Yet, okay, it's a live stream, but at the same time our home. Yeah. Yep. So friend, are you happy to be here? Because I'm always happy to be around. Yeah, who does not really like to be in his home? Who does not like that? If you don't, carry your hand up so that we can know you. Amazing. So friend, today I actually have a question, and the question is, do we need rules at home? If the answer is yes, then tell us why. And tell us why we need rules at home. If also the answer is no, also tell us why we need rules at home. So that is the question. Do we need rules at home? Whatever your answer is, explain, like tell us why you think or believe we don't need rules at home, or why you believe we need rules at home. So that is the question. So we are here asking the question, do we need rules at home? If the answer is yes, tell us why. If the answer is no, tell us why. Also, friend, do not forget to kindly subscribe, greet us, and also tell us where you're watching the stream from, and we will really appreciate so much. So do we need rules at home? That is the question. If yes, explain to us why we need rules at home. If no, also tell us why you think we do not need rules at home. We have the king. You're saying hi, hello to the king. Yeah, you see somebody is sending a lot of love emojis. Kindly, yeah, you'll make YouTube to believe that this is a bot, like we are operating with a bot. If maybe you're sending an emoji, one or two are just fine, or maybe three, but too many might land us in trouble. So anyway, far from that, friend, do we need rules at home? If yes, tell us why you believe we need rules at home. If no, also tell us why we do not need rules at home. But before that, kindly greet us, say hello, tell us where you're watching the stream from, and also do not forget to subscribe, and we will really appreciate so much. So do we need rules at home? So that is the question. Yeah, subscribe, greet us, tell us where you're watching the stream from. I can see Bright Edit. You're saying hi, hello to Bright Edit, and then we have Jacob Dafield. Hello to Jacob, and then Bright Edit. You're saying again hello. Jacob, you've sent a goat, and and then we have Guero. Hello Guero. And then we have of Earth Candice. Yeah, you're saying baby. And then we have Brighthead, you're saying, Brighthead, you're saying, can you open your phone? Somebody is sending too much emojis. Friend, kindly do not do that. You see, that might land us in trouble. YouTube might actually think that we are operating with a bot. So kindly, like we said earlier on, 1 or 2 or 3 emojis are okay, but too much might be might not be good to us. And then we have King. Hello King. Yeah, welcome home. We said this is no longer a stream, this is a home. So welcome home, King. Welcome home, actually, everybody that has joined the stream. We're really happy you are here. Thank you very much for that. I have a question, and my question is, do we need rules at home? So that is the question. If your answer is yes, tell us why you think we need rules at home. If your answer is no, tell us why you believe we do not really need rules at home. So that is as simple as that. If you believe we need rules at home, tell us why. If you believe we do not need rules at home, also tell us why. Do not forget to subscribe, say hello to us, and also we will appreciate so much. And do not forget to contribute to our topic of discussion. We have of Earth Candice, you're saying, I'm your hashtag #1 fan. Thank you for that, Candice. I can see somebody saying a lot of emojis. And then we have Jacob. Yeah, Jacob. Hello Jacob. And then we have Benjamin King. Oh, Benjamin Kingor. Hello Benjamin, how are you? Bro, how are you, Benjamin? I believe, Benjamin, you're coming from Kenya. Kingor. Okay, Benjamin, why are you? Okay, Benjamin and everybody else that has joined this stream. If maybe this is your first time, kindly subscribe and tell us where you're watching the stream from. Okay, thank you for the emojis. Okay, thank you very much for that. Yeah, Candice, if you are still around, I want you to tell me that, like, do we need rules at home? Benjamin, Candice, Jacob, King, everybody that has joined the stream, tell me or talk to us. Oh, Jacob, you're asking what? Jacob, my question is, do we need rules at home? So that is actually our topic of discussion. Like, do homes need rules? If maybe you believe yes, they do, tell us the reason as to why you believe, like, a homestead is supposed to have rules because of this and this. If you believe they do not need rules, tell us why you believe rules are not supposed to be applied at home. Yeah, Jacob, you're asking rules? Yeah, Jacob, rules. And then we have oh, Jiljiro. You're saying, hello, my husband. Miss you. Wow. So I had a wife. Oh, I have a wife. Okay. Okay, Jiljiro. I missed you too, actually. It's been a while since the last time we interacted. So how have you been, Jiljiro? Jacob, you saying, yes, of course, we need rules at home. Jacob, what do you think we need rules at home? Like, what will the rules, or how will the rules be helpful at home. And then we have Charity Munyua. Hello Charity, how are you, my friend? Yeah, welcome Charity, welcome to our stream. I'm very happy to see you around, Charity. Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate that. Also friends, Charity is a YouTuber. You can actually also support her by subscribing to her channel, and we will really appreciate so much. And then we have Jilro. You're saying, yes, come to me. Let's start a family and build life. Oh, thank you for that, Jilro. And then we have Charity. You're saying, hello, host, and everyone in the chat. Yeah, Charity is greeting us. Kindly say hello to Charity and support her by subscribing to our channel, friend. And then, yeah, Charity, you're saying thank you to Jacob. You're saying for kids, or no, like generally, do homes need rules? If you believe homes need rules, then you can tell us, like, a home needs rules, maybe because there are boundaries that maybe children or maybe the mother or maybe the father that he or she or they are not supposed to cross. And then we have Charity. You're saying hello, Jacob. Oh, Jacob, Charity is greeting you. I can see you're responding. Amazing. Yeah, so friend, the question is, do we need rules at home? If you believe yes, tell us the reason as to why you believe yes, we need rules at home. If maybe your answer is no, also tell us why you think or believe we do not really need rules at home. Hello everybody. Hello Castro. Hello my friend. How is it going, brother? I'm very good, Castro. I'm doing great. I'm also very happy that friend you joined our stream, Castro. We hope you are doing great. And also Castro, I actually have a question for you. And the question is this, Castro. Do you believe homes need rules? If maybe your answer is yes, then tell us why you believe homes need rules. Yeah, like rules are supposed to be set in a homestead. If also maybe your answer is no, homesteads shouldn't really have rules. Also, you can tell us why you believe rules are not supposed to be applied at home. And then we have Charity. You're saying this is my first time to be here, and I'm happy to be part of this family. Amazing, very amazing. Thank you very much, Charity. We really appreciate you taking your time to join our stream and then to also comment, like be part of. Yeah, we really appreciate that, and thank you very much for that. And then we have Night Rain. You're saying Osman Dembele. Did Osman score or what happened? And then Castro, you're saying homes need rules because everything must have structure and order. Amazing. Yeah, amazing. Thank you, Castro, for that. And then we have so friend, the question is, do homes need rules? Do we really need rules at home? If your answer is yes, then tell us why we need rules at homes. If your answer is no, also tell us, like, why do you believe, or maybe Or why are you saying that we do not really need rules at home? Jacob, you're saying, who wouldn't? And then we have Prut Ndolv. You're asking, where are you from? Prut, yeah, welcome to our stream. Prut, I come from a country known as Kenya. Also, Prut, if maybe this is your first time here, kindly support us by subscribing, and we will appreciate so much. And then we have Castro, you're asking how long does it take to get monetized on YouTube? It does not really need like a certain duration, Castro. Getting monetized is about hitting 1,000 subscribers and then getting to 4,000 watch hours. If you get that, even if it is within maybe a week, you'll get monetized. Yeah. So it's some people say it's easier to get 1,000 subscribers, and some say it's easier to get 4,000 watch hours. Some say both are easy, like waiting 1,000 subscribers and then getting 4,000 watch hours. But what I'll say personally is we began this YouTube channel towards the end of 2024. Although we got to a point whereby we like stopped making videos, and then it's like we were somehow stuck, so nothing was moving, and then I post. So I post like for 7 months. Yeah, it was for 7 months, and then I actually resumed this year January. So Castro, the only thing that you need is 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers, only that, and then you'll be monetized. Okay. Castro, you're saying I would like to send a gift. Castro, you see, right now we are in a position whereby you cannot really gift us, because YouTube normally, if you want to gift us, it's like we are supposed to first work on the watch hours. Right now, as we are speaking, as I'm talking to you, we are at 1,089 watch hours. So we need like 3,000 watch hours for you to gift us. So right now, Castro, my friend, you cannot gift us, but we really appreciate that. Thank you for that. They normally say it's the thought that counts. So thank you for that, Castro. And then we have we have Raloik. Hello, Raloik. You're saying my watch Hazel. And then we have you're saying Rayuik. You're saying, bro, please make me the moderator. And then we have Midtown Medical Transport. You're saying hi. Hello, Midtown. You're welcome. I do remember your Midtown. And then we have Rayuik, you're saying hi. And then you have Jacob, you're saying I subscribed. Thank you very much, Jacob, for that. We really appreciate. Thank you. Amazing. And then we have Midtown Medical Transport. You're saying, how do you feel about Jomo Kenyatta? You see, we have Jomo Kenyatta, the first president of Kenya, and then we have Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, and then what else? So kindly specify. Are you speaking about the first president of Kenya? Also, friend, if you're joining us for the first time, kindly support us by subscribing, greet us, say hello to us, and then tell us where you're watching this stream from. Personally, I'm streaming from Kenya, and then we have Rayok, you saying, let me be your moderator, please, brother. Come on, bro. Rayok, why do you really want to be a moderator? There's nobody actually sending any offensive comments here. If they send, then YouTube will hold the comments. So I cannot really even see any weird or maybe annoying comment. And then we have Castro, you're saying, I was asking because I would like to send a gift to you. Castro, thank you very much for that, brother. Though a time will come, Castro. So maybe right now it's not maybe a good time to send, because also YouTube has, is YouTube a lady or a man? So YouTube has her own rules, but we'll get there, I believe so. And then we have Castro, you're saying, is there any other way I can send a gift to you? Oh, Castro, the other way you can send a gift to me is through I getting a PayPal account. Is it an account or what? Like, I need to get PayPal, and then I'll tell you. So Castro, because you and I are friends on IG, so immediately as soon as I get my PayPal account, I'll let you know, Castro. Yeah, thank you for that. Amazing. And then we have Kimuta. You're saying mambo. Hello, Kimuta. Kimuta, welcome home, actually. Yeah, we normally call this home, not a live stream anymore. So welcome home, Kimuta. Uko vipi, Kimuta? And then Felix, you're saying, how can someone buy watch hours? Felix, you cannot really buy watch hours. You cannot really lie to, is it algorithm? You cannot lie to that. Like, you have to get them. Like, you have to work for the watch hours. You cannot really buy watch hours from someone. But there are people who normally, I do not really know how they do it, but there are people who buy subscribers, but you cannot buy watch hours. Okay, maybe there are people who can buy watch hours, but for me, I do not really know how. Even buying subscribers, I do not really know how. But for subscribers, I know there are people who normally buy them. And then we have somebody actually approached me the other day and then told me that I can increase your subscribers. By then I had like around 200 subscribers, and then I tried to weigh on that, and then I told myself, no, just work for it, and then you'll get to 1,000 subscribers. And luckily for me, and also thanks to you guys, we have 1,000 plus subscribers. So thank you very much for that. And then we have Felix is saying, hello, big family on board. Felix is greeting everybody. Amazing. And then we have saying keep it 100 real. And then we have James, use James.co. You're saying hello to James. Yeah, welcome to our stream. We have Felix, you're saying live from Kenya. Kinara, hello fam. Nice one, Felix. And then, as a friend, my question still stands, like, do we need rules at home? That is the question. Do we need rules at home? If maybe your answer is yes, kindly tell us why you believe we need rules at home. If your answer is no, also tell us why you believe rules are not supposed to be applied at home. Like, it's supposed to be a free space, no rules. You just do whatever you want. Yeah, so friend, kindly tell us. And then we have Midtown. We are Midtown. You're talking about Jomo Kenyatta, the first president of Kenya. Jomo Kenyatta actually was among the people who fought for independence, the Kenyan independence. So, and after then he became the first president. I believe he was a good man. He was a good man. Although some people normally say that he grabbed a lot of land, but I do not have evidence for that. So nobody has evidence that Kenyatta used to grab people's piece of lands. Although he has like acres and acres of pieces of lands, but nobody knows that they used to belong to some people. So that is what he acquired when he was the first president of Kenya. But I believe he was a good man. So may his soul rest in peace, actually. The first president of Kenya, Jomo Kenyatta, Johnston Kamau. That was his original name. And then, wow, so I really forgot to. I'm late on the reading here. And then the first president and his family. Okay, and then you have Felix, and then you have Midtown, you're saying, and the power they wield. I do not really want to. I do not want us to like go into politics. You see, I'm not really a big fan of politics. I normally try as much as possible to stay away from politics. I never really want anything to do with politics, for real. And then we have Felix, you're saying the dynasty. Jacob, you put American flags over there. Hello, Jacob. And then you have Vashals. You're saying hi, brother. Hello to Vashals. Yeah, thank you very much. Also, friend, if you're joining us for the first time, kindly greet us. Tell us where you're watching this stream from, and also do not forget to subscribe and then tell us, do you believe we need rules at homes? If yes, explain, like tell us where you believe we really need rules at home. If no, tell us that homes shouldn't really have rules. It's supposed to be a free space whereby you do anything that you want. And then we have Emma Wing, you saying? Okay, Emma Wing, thank you very much for that, Emma. And then we have come on. What's happening here? And then we have Emma Wing, you're saying, is it Blood Niger or what? Emma Wing is actually insulting me. Yeah, like, aren't you supposed to be inside a zoo cage? Did you escape? Thank you for that, Emma. I appreciate you being here. So you can also kindly support us by subscribing, Emma Wing, and we will appreciate so much. And then we have Jacob, you're saying everyone sub. Yeah, thank you for that, Jacob. And say, oh, Castro, you're saying sorry, you had to take a call. It's fine, brother. And then we have Jacob, you're saying get Emma out. And then Rayok, you're still asking to be a moderator. And then you see, Castro, you're saying Emma is so chopped, lol. and then you're laughing. You see, Castro, you see, we normally actually come across people like Emma, so they think that maybe by insulting us, maybe they'll like bring us down, but insults are not really, they never work on me. You see, nobody actually chose to be either black like Emma is trying to tell me that I'm supposed to be in a zoo. Yeah. But Emma, thank you very much, Emma Wing. Yeah, you like, you've contributed actually to our stream. You've commented, which is a good thing. Yeah. And then Reokios, yeah, you're more chopped, and then I believe I'll not actually read Emma's comments anymore, but she can continue with what she's doing, right? And then we have midterm. You're saying, Emma, your parents are definitely cousins. And then Rayok is telling Emma she's beautiful. And then okay, let me skip Emma's dramas. I'm trying to at least find somebody who's not talking about Emma. Yeah, I can see so many comments are being withheld here by YouTube. I believe they are maybe either offensive. I have no idea. Yeah, a lot. And then you see kindly guys, let's not give him our attention. Yeah, let's continue with our discussion. The discussion was, are homes supposed to have rules? Like, are we supposed to have rules at our homes? If your answer is yes, then tell us where you believe rules are supposed to be put in our homes. If maybe your answer is no, also tell us where you believe rules are not supposed to be put at homes. Also, friend, if maybe this is your first time here, kindly greet us, say hello, tell us where you're watching this stream from, and subscribe kindly. And then we have Abe. You're saying, bro, I like your shiny head. Thank you very much for that, Abe. And then we have we have Michelle. Hello, Michelle. Michelle from is it the UK? I believe that flag might be for the UK. Hello, Michelle. Thank you very much for stopping by. We really appreciate that. And Michelle, you're asking, where are you from? Michelle Thomas. I come from Kenya, actually, a country in Africa. And then we have somebody known as Lavat. You're asking, what all cartoons did you watch growing up? I personally watched Tom and Jerry. Yeah. And then we have I'm trying to at least find somebody who's not talking about what Emma's drama here, Emma Wing's drama. Okay. So also, friend, do not forget to answer our question, like to weigh in on our topic, whereby we are asking, Do we really need rules at homes? If maybe your answer is yes, then tell us, why do you believe we need rules at home? If your answer is no, we do not really need rules at home, like homes are supposed to be free spaces whereby you do whatever you want to do. Also, you can tell us why you believe we do not really need rules at home. And then yeah, Castro, you are saying a block both Emma and Rayok. And then I believe now it has come to my attention that Emma is supposed to be out, right? And then I believe she's out. Yeah. We have my other friend here, known as Areg Muratian. Hello, Areg. Welcome to our stream, Areg. It's been days. I've not really heard from you. I hope you're doing great, Areg. And then we have yeah, you're seeing my friend, amazing. And then we have somebody known as Yakozi. Yakozi, you're saying Emma, Dayton, Ohio, USA. And then Yakozi, you're saying ISP, X Infinity. My comments are hanging actually. So I have Castro, you're saying, or not Castro, but Rayok, you're saying, Castro, what did I do? I didn't know she was being racist. I thought you guys were harassing her. I'm sorry. I don't support racism. And then we have Yakozi, you're saying bye, Emma. Yakozi, you're saying, remember is it Tia? And then we have, you're saying no room for racism. And then, sorry, I forgot to tell you, hi. Hello to Yakozi. Oh, not, that is not Yakozi. That is Rayok. Yeah, Rayok, you're saying you forgot to say hello. Hello to Rayok. Yeah, welcome to our stream. You can also weigh in on our topic of discussion, Rayok. Yeah, we are asking, excuse me, do we really need rules at home? Yeah, do homes need rules? Like, or no, yes or no? And then maybe if you say like home, yeah, or yes, homes need rules, you can explain to us like why do you believe or think that homes need rules. If maybe your answer is no, like a home shouldn't have rules, you can also tell us why you believe rules are not supposed to be applied at homes, right? Yeah, so that is what we are really discussing here today. And then we have midterm. Midterm, you're saying yes, believe rules matter in a home because they create structure, safety, and fairness. Basically, the foundation for people living together without constant conflict. Well, that is great, Midtown. Yeah, that is amazing. Thank you for that. We really appreciate. And then we have Rakshini. Rakshini asking, what's happening here? Rakshini, you're good. You're good. So you're saying, bro, please make me mod, I beg you. Rayok, you do not really need to worry about being a mod. We can take care of anybody maybe who's misbehaving actually, right? Yeah. Then we have Rakshini. And then midterm, you think, course, without rules, we have anarchy. Okay. Okay. Amazing, amazing. So we normally respect each and every person's point of view. Yeah. We just ask a question and then you give us your point of view, and then we appreciate your effort. So thank you very much for that. Midtown, and then we have okay. Castro, you're saying Rakshini Zema. Sorry? Okay, Castro, if Rakshini behaves the same way Emma was behaving, then we will have no option but to show her the door. So she better behaves, right? She wants to be made a mod too. And then Johnny English, you're saying, I believe that this is not mine. You're asking, you are Indian. I believe Johnny English might be asking either Rakshini or Rayok, and then Castro. Rayok, you're saying Castro. Yes, I realized that. Castro, you're saying you had a call. It's okay, bro. And then we have Rakshini, you're saying we Indians like to be mod. You like mod. Yeah. So I can see also somebody known as okay, I'm not even reading your name. Okay, let me pass that. And then yeah, you guys kindly do not forget our topic of discussion. I can see so many people here are trying to like get our attention, but we are not falling for that. Okay, something is not happening right here. And then we have wow, we have Gupta. Yeah, Gupta, you're saying, bro, don't think about it. And then I can see your cozy laughing over there. Rakshini and Rayok. I'm not actually making any of you a moderator. So forget about that. And then Yeah, I'm not making anybody a moderator. Let's agree on that. And then we have Masabat. Okay, let me call you Elala. Elala, you're saying hi. How are you doing? I'm doing great, Elala. Yeah, welcome to our stream, Elala. Also, if maybe this is your first time here, Elala, kindly support us by subscribing, and we will really appreciate so much. Then we have Jacob. You're saying we love you, man. All the love. Thank you for that, Jacob. I really appreciate the love. Thank you very much. And then we have Castro. Castro, you're saying Rakshini is Yama, just a beg for attention. And then we have somebody known as Siddharth. You're saying at Inomak, bro, he's a Pakistani guy making fake Indian account. That's not even a real Indian name. Okay, Rakshini has to go, right? Let's all agree. She's a lady, be it a man, be it whoever she is, she has to go, right? Rayok, you're saying yes. Castro, should we release Rakshini? I want you guys to tell me. Yeah, Siddharth, you're saying she has to go. Do you agree with me that Rakshini has to go? Yeah. Is Castro around? Though Castro said, Rayok, you're also saying yes, take her out. So everybody actually agrees like Rakshini has to go. Alright. Rakshini, it's a bye. Yeah, thank you very much, Rakshini, for stopping by. We really appreciate. Amazing. And then we have Siddharth, you're saying Rakshini 1, 2, 3. My girlfriend is also from Pakistan. You're ruining my girlfriend's nation image. Stop it. Pakistan is such a good country if it wasn't for bad people like you. So she's gone actually. Yeah, Castro, you're saying good job. Siddharth, you're saying Rakshini wasn't even a girl. It was a guy. Rayog, you're saying God bless. So I'm saddened. Castro, I'm saddened that Rayok was actually admitting that we should kick Rakshini out. You see, Rayok, the first time when we had Emma, it was really backing her. I was saying she's pretty. Oh no. Castro's jealousy. Oh no. Yeah. So later on, Rayok came to realize that was a wolf covering herself in sheepskin. Yeah, but anyway, we are done with that. She's gone. They are both gone, Rakshini and Emma. So thank you very much, friend. Yeah. Also, if you're joining us for the first time, kindly support us by subscribing, greet us, and tell us where you're watching the stream from, and also tell us, like, do you believe roles are supposed to be Like homes, do you believe homes should have rules? If yes, tell us why you believe so. If no, also tell us why you believe so. So we have so friend, we've actually been around for the past 50 minutes and we are still pushing on. I'm trying to read the comments, just a few. Give me a minute actually. And then we have Siddharth, you're saying I'm from India, by the way. Love from India. Where are you from? Siddharth, actually. Thank you very much also for joining our stream. We really appreciate that. We normally call this home. So Siddharth, I come from Kenya, a country which is in the East Africa, or you can say, call it, or maybe you can say Africa, Kenya. And then we have Mike John Dama. You're saying, I know Rayok, he's Indian. He likes to beg for mod in every channel. I see him. And then we have Rayok. So Rayok, you're saying, nah, I'm not Indian. Rayok, you actually admitted the other day that you come from India. How come today you are you like denying your country? Rayok, yeah, the other day you told me that you come from India, and today you are here saying, nah, I don't come from India. Okay, where do you come from, Rayok? You're saying I'm from Switzerland and Ethiopia. Okay, maybe I mistook your name for somebody else's. This is the only channel I watch, okay? That is from Rayok. Mike, you're saying Rayok begs for mod in every channel and bans everyone. Be aware. What? Okay. And then okay. I'm not really going to read anything about Mike and Rayok. Yeah, if you guys have beef, I do not really want to be part of it. And then we have Ahmed Dapon. You're asking, where are you from? Hello, Ahmed. Also, if maybe this is your first time here, friend, kindly support us by subscribing and greet us and then tell us where you're watching this stream from. So we have Ahmed Dapon. You are asking, where are you from? Ahmed, I come from a country known as Kenya in Africa. Okay, said I'm not going to read anything about Mike and Rayok, so let me move. Jensen, you're saying Kenya. Hello, Jensen. Yeah, welcome, Jensen. I don't remember you. And then we have Sid, you're saying Kenya, and then love emojis over there. Amazing. We also, in Kenya, we also love India, actually. You see, also the other thing is, mostly when most Kenyans, when they get very sick and then they cannot really, hospitals in our country cannot really help them, they normally fly to India. Most people from Kenya. Yeah, so that means you guys in your country have good medical facilities that normally help our people from here. So big up yourselves, every person that comes from India in here, big up yourself. And then we have Mike, I'm not reading your comments. And then we have and then we have you guys are really funny. Yeah. Okay, we have Siddharth here saying Rayok. Yes, these Pakistanis make fake Indian named accounts and talk shit on the internet to make a bad image of Indians. Modi Africa, you're saying I'm Modi Africa. Hello, Modi Africa. Yeah, welcome to our stream. Yeah, we really appreciate that is including if maybe friend you're here for the first time. Kindly support us by subscribing, and we will really appreciate so much. Yeah, and then we have our ex-Bukayo Saka. Hello, friend. You're saying, hey, Mark, how are you doing today? I'm doing great, Bukayo. Yeah, welcome to our stream. We're very happy that you've joined, Bukayo. So, Bukayo, I also have a question for you, and maybe the people that have joined like a few minutes ago. So the question is, do we need rules at home? A homestead supposed to be with rules, a free space whereby you do anything that you want. You can also tell us why you believe so. Also, friend, kindly support us by subscribing if this is your first time here. And then we have who from India ask if I'm related to Kaka. I've really never seen Kaka from India. Modi, you're asking which side of Kenya? Yeah, a county known as Nyamira County. Monde, Africa. Yeah, a comment Castro. Yeah, I'm trying to get the comments. Man, what's really happening here? Yeah, there's some comments that I cannot. Oh, Castro, you're asking, is your name Mark? No, that is actually a short name of in short, like shortening my name. In full is Innocent, and then Mark in full is Makori. And then we have we have Jenson, you're saying Arsenal big team, amazing. And then you have Esembe edits, you're saying yo man, hello Esembe edits. Yeah. And then we have Mike. Oh, I said I'm not reading anything from Mike and Rayok. And then we have finally I've blocked Mike Rema. Oh, I'm reading what Mike has written. Jensen, you're saying Mark, make me mod, I take care of this. And then we have Sidharth, you're saying please ban Mike Dama. Mike Dama. Gabriel Mao, you're saying hello Mark, hello Gabriel. Yeah, thank you very much for stopping by. We really appreciate that. See that Mike, you're saying I said I'm not reading anything that is coming from you, but I'll read this because you're talking about Sidharth. You're saying Sidharth and Jensen is like Ryok, begs for mod in every channel and bans everyone. You see, I'm not making anybody a mod. Yeah, let's agree on that. I'm not making anybody a mod. Also, if Castro, you are around, there is a comment that you put. You are talking about M-Pesa and then it disappeared. I do not know where to. And then we have okay, Mike, you do not really have to attack everybody, sir. So Mike, I have a question for you, and the question is, do we need rules in our homes? Like, should every home have rules? If maybe your answer is yes, then tell us where you believe homes should have rules. If maybe your answer is no, tell us where you believe homes shouldn't have rules. So Mike, kindly answer that. And then we have Jensen, you're saying Mark ban Mike is rude. And then you have Sidharth, you're saying please, Mike needs to go, is the person is Rakshini with another account. Jensen, we actually agreed that I'm not making anybody a moderator. Yeah, I'm not making anybody a moderator. Hello, friend. So if you're joining us for the first time, kindly say hello, greet us, and then tell us where you're watching the stream from. do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Yeah, we will really appreciate that. So you guys do not really want to weigh in on our topic of discussion, but you want to at least confront each other. Huh? So that is what you guys want. So friend, also if you're joining us for the first time, say hello, greet us, subscribe, tell us where you're watching the stream from, and also weigh in on this, like, do we really need rules in our homesteads? If your answer is no, we do not really need rules in our homesteads, yeah, you can kindly explain, like tell us more why you believe we do not really need rules in our homesteads. And if your answer is yes, you can also explain to us Sid Hath, you saying we love Kenya too. For India, countries like South Africa, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, Ethiopia, Egypt as best friends from Africa. Yeah, you see, when you come to Kenya, you'll in maybe most supermarkets are normally owned by Indians actually. Though they are Kenyan Indians. You see in Kenya, actually in Kenya we have Indians that are Kenyan. Yeah, they were given citizenship. They've been here for a very long time. They came when the railway was being built in Kenya for the first time. Was it 19? It was a very long time ago actually, before independence, I believe. Okay. So we have somebody known as Saria Dama. Saria Dama, you're saying Rayoki is Indian. And then we have Siddharth, you're saying we love you guys too. You are always welcomed in India. Thank you very much for that, Siddharth. And then Saria Dama, you're saying love from India. And then we have Epidi Maureen. Hello, Epidi Maureen. Thank you very much, Epidi Maureen, for stopping by. We really appreciate you being here. Kindly support us by subscribing if maybe this is your first time and you're asking what is your name. My name is Inomak Epidi Maureen. And then we have Surya Dharma, you're saying India is a good country, and then you're saying you should all come to India. Thank you for that. And then Jameson, you're saying Surya is Mike. Saying Surya is Mike, and then Rayok, you're saying Surya is Emma, and then you're saying Rayok, you're saying Bana again. Surya is saying no, I'm Batman. Say that you're saying yes, I know that. That's why we love you. We were once enslaved by the same country which looted us. Rayok, you're asking how many accounts do you have? I believe you're talking to who is this? Rayok, you're saying, Mark, please tell me, is 40-hour watch time good? No, you actually know. Rayok, you need 4,000 watch hours. If maybe you're talking about the threshold that YouTube has put, you're supposed to hit 4,000 watch hours. 40 hours is not really enough. 4,000, that is enough. And then we have Surya is saying Rayok is my friend using from another account, and phone is the one trolling you all. And then we have so friend, yeah, thank you very much for those who've joined the stream. We've actually been around for the past 1 hour, 14 minutes. We have like 16 minutes before we end today's topic. Today's topic was, do we need rules in our homes? You can explain that. Tell us, why do you believe we need rules at our homes? And if you believe we do not really need rules in our homes, you can also explain, like tell us, why don't we need rules in our homes? Rayok, you're saying, Mark, at what time do you sleep? Because now it is 10:39. Rayok, I normally sleep at times I sleep at 2 a.m., at times I sleep at 3 a.m., at times 4, at times even 5. Yeah, and then Castro, you're saying, sorry, no, I've been trying to work alongside chat. No problem, Castro. Yeah, you're saying I'm glad. And then you have Siddharth, you're saying, yes, we need some rules in our homes, otherwise there will be no coordination. Wow, amazing. Amazing, amazing. From Siddharth. And then we have James Wright. You're saying you look like a professional athlete. Wow, for real, James? So very soon I might go into athletics. Yeah, thank you for that, James. Also, James, if maybe this is your first time here, Rayok, you're saying like me, bro. Oh, Castro, you're asking, you got my message on WhatsApp, correct? Yeah, I did get your message, Castro, on WhatsApp. Amazing. Thank you for that. Jenson, you're saying, sorry, my network is bad. And then Sidharth, you're saying, you smell. Thank you for that, Sidharth. We really appreciate that. So, friend, the question is, if you're joining us for the first time, support us by subscribing. Greet us, tell us where you're watching this stream from. And also, I have a question for you, like, do we need rules in our homes? Yes or no? If your answer is yes, we need rules in our homes, tell us where you believe we need rules. If your answer is no, also tell us where we do not need rules in our homes. So we only have like 13 minutes and then we end that topic of discussion. Jacob, you're saying you're back. Welcome back, Jacob. And then we have Astrid Brink. You're saying hi. Hello to Astrid. Also welcome to our stream, Astrid. If this is your first time, kindly support us by subscribing and also tell us where you're watching the stream from, Astrid, if you do not mind. Jensen, you're saying, wait, you skip my comment. Jensen, you're actually insulting somebody. No, I can see your comment. Yeah, I believe you're insulting Rayok. That is the reason as to I skipped it. Oh, were you not? Yeah, so friend, we only have 11 minutes to summarize our topic of discussion. Like, do we need rules in our homes? Yes or no? Jensen, you're saying yes, we need rules in our homes, and then the reason for saying yes is because it keeps the home state together. Amazing. And then we have somebody known as Zerekpo. You're saying worst stream. Okay, you wrote W stream, so I do not really understand what that means, but thank you for stopping by to comment. We really appreciate that, and we do not mind if you hit the notification bell, the subscription button. Oh, sorry for that if I mistook your W for worst. You're saying no, W means win or winner. Thank you for that, Zerekpo. So also Zerekpo, if maybe this is your first time here, I've never really seen that name. Kindly support us by subscribing and tell us where you're watching the stream from, and we will appreciate so much. And then we have Jacob. You're saying good, it means good. Thank you for informing me, Jacob. Amazing. And then we have Shivangi. Hello, Shivangi. Somebody tell me what Shivangi means. Do you have Rayok in the house or Siddharth to at least tell us what Shivangi means? And then Zereko, you're saying I'm from Texas. I believe Texas is in the US, right? Zerekpo. And also the thing that I knew just the other day was, yeah, Texas actually used to be a country. It used to be independent until the year 19 something, when it joined the United States of America. So Texas used to be a country that was on its own, and then later on Texas joined the US. Jacob, you told Zerekpo that you also come from Texas, and then Zerekpo was like, no way we coming from the same state. I believe you call them states. So friend, we have 7 minutes and then we wrap up our topic of discussion, and the topic is, do we need rules in our homes? If yes, tell us why you believe we need rules. If no, also tell us why you believe we do not need rules in our homesteads. Yeah, Jacob, you're saying US. Amazing. Yeah, United States, right? Is Iron Star. So Jacob and Zerekpo, you guys, the other day you were on the streets, right? I saw you guys demonstrating like countrywide. Almost 50 states. You guys were demonstrating. Anyway, that was a by the way. And then we have Milton's World. Hello, my friend Milton. Yeah, welcome to our stream. Welcome home, Milton. This, we normally say this is a home, not where we are streaming. So Milton, you're saying we need rules because we need the control not to cause problems, murders, distraction, and love. Yeah, thank you very much for that, Milton. Excuse me, we really appreciate that. And then we have UT Rush. You're saying hi. Hi to UT. Yeah, welcome to our stream. We appreciate you stopping by to say hello. And then we have a question. We only have 5 minutes. Milton, you're saying thanks. Yeah, the nice one, Milton. So we only have 4 minutes before we end the topic of discussion, and the topic is, do we need rules in our homes? Do we need rules in our homes? If your answer is yes, explain, like tell us why you believe we need rules in our homes. If your answer is no, then tell us why you believe we do not need rules in our homes. Okay, let me give you an example, friend. Like, the question is, do we need rules in our homes? Maybe if you say yes, we need rules in our homes, we can say maybe we need rules because now, for example, I come from culture, my our traditions dictate that after a young boy has been circumcised, he is not supposed to go into his parents' bedroom. Like, it will be out of bound. After you are circumcised, you cannot step foot into your mother's or your father's bedroom ever. You cannot even peep or maybe open the door to that bedroom. So those are rules. And then if maybe your answer is no, you can say maybe at home we do not really need rules at home, because when you come home, maybe for maybe children or school kids, when you come home, you're supposed to come and enjoy yourself. Nobody is telling you like do A, B, C, D, or maybe do not do this and that. Those were actually examples that I was giving, so I'm not really trying to send any message across. Oh, Jacob, you said Lone Star. And then we have Milton. You're saying hi, hello to Milton. Jacob, you're asking when is the next stream. Jacob, we actually stream on a daily basis, like each and every day. Yeah, so we begin the streams right now. Today we actually began a bit earlier. At times we begin our streams at 10, like right now it's 10:52 p.m. At times we begin our streams midnight 12. At times we begin our streams at 1 a.m. So the thing is, we stream on a daily basis. If maybe you subscribed Jacob and then you hit that notification bell, immediately we begin our streams every day. You'll be in. I mean, you'll get a notification and then you'll join us. And then we have examples are good because they help to understand better. Amazing, Milton. So Milton, I believe you understood me well, very well, like better. Also, I like your comment, like you said rules prevent a lot of chaos. Yeah, which was problems, murder, distraction, and unlove. Yeah, I like how you think, Milton. That is amazing. Big up yourself. And then we have Mayana Kodesh is saying happy Passover. I do not really know how to respond to that, Mayana, but thank you very much for stopping by, Mayana. If maybe this is your first time, kindly support us by subscribing and then tell us where you're watching the stream from. And then we have Jacob, you're saying the stream is delayed and I sent that away back. Oh, I believe that is an issue with my network. Jacob, sorry for that. We apologize for that. And then Milton, you're saying thank you. We are welcome, Milton. Oh, Mayana, you're saying, you say happy Passover back, and then you're laughing. You see, Mayana, I've at least learned something from you, which is amazing. Yeah, they normally say we learn on a daily basis, like you. Learning is something that is endless. So, Mayana, happy Passover to you too, Mayana. Mayana, where are you actually? Like, where are you watching this stream from? Milton, you're asking, is it raining there? I know, Milton, today, actually yesterday and today, it has not rained. So also, friend, if you are joining us for the first time, kindly say hello to us, greet us, tell us where you're watching the stream from. But unfortunately, we are done with our topic of discussion for today. Yeah, we've been around for the past 1 hour 30 minutes. Now we are done. So right now you can only say hello to us, greet us, tell us where you're watching the stream from, and then subscribe. Do not forget to subscribe. And then we have Gigi. You're saying you look like Kamaru Usman. I do not know who that is. Yeah. But Gigi, you can support us by subscribing and also tell us where you're watching the stream from. And then we have Mayana, you're saying it's the week of Passover. We eat lamb and unleavened bread and remember our Father's prayer. Mayana Kodesh. So Mayana, you are a Catholic, right? And then we have Gabriel. Wow. Oh, amazing, bro. Well, thank you very much, Gabriel. Thank you for joining our stream. We really appreciate that, Gabriel. Yeah, I do remember you from somewhere, Gabriel. Yeah, and then we have Mayana. You're saying you come from Toronto in Canada. Amazing, amazing. Also, you see, Mayana, whenever somebody new actually joins our stream, and then maybe you tell us a country that we've not really written down, we normally write it down. So this is our 28th country. I believe we've never had somebody streaming us from Canada. Have we really? We've never. Because here on my list we have Kenya, Saudi Arabia, Uzbekistan, Philippines, India, Kazakhstan, Brazil, Kyrgyzstan. I do not really know how to read that. And then we have Mexico, United States, Sweden, Germany, Lebanon, Jamaica, Russia, Tanzania, Netherlands, Egypt, Australia, South Africa, Uganda, Morocco, Ireland, Pakistan, North Korea, England, Spain, Japan, Philippines, Libya, Sri Lanka, Luxembourg, Italy, China, Latvia, Austria, and then Canada. So Canada is our latest on our list. And then we have Jacob, you're saying you'll try your best to be on. Yeah, thank you very much for that, Jacob. Mayana Kodash, you're saying I'm an Israelite. Then you have Milton Swall, you're saying if you were able to choose power, what power would you choose? So Milton, are you asking about superpowers, or which powers are you talking about? If maybe it's about superpowers, I could choose to teleport. Yeah, like 1 minute I'm here, the next minute maybe I'm somewhere else. That is what I could like to choose. Yeah, you're saying superpowers. Yes, teleporting, that is. And then we have Gabriel Mwau, you're saying big up yourself, brother. Thank you very much, Gabriel. Yeah, I really appreciate you being here to support me. Thank you very much. It means a lot to me, Gabriel. Thank you very much. And then we have Mayana Kodash, you're saying have a beautiful night, brother. Oh, thank you very much, Kodesh. Have a lovely night too. Sleep tight and sweet dreams, Kodesh. And then we have somebody known as Kapungism. Hello, Kapungism. Thank you very much. You're saying, OMG, oh my god, I watched your last video in a village life. That was awesome. Where is it? Oh, thank you very much, Kapungism. Yeah, that also means a lot to me. So the village is in actually a country known as Kenya. Kenya is in Africa. So the village is in a county in Kenya country, and then in a county known as Nyamira County. Yeah, I hope you'll watch more of those videos. Amazing. Thank you very much for that. And then we have Milton, you're saying if you could choose to have superpowers, you could choose to fly. So where do you want to fly to, Milton? Which place on this planet? Or maybe you want to fly off Earth. And then we have somebody known as Amal. Amal, you've put a certain emoji over there, a red one with big eyes, and then it's looking down. You're saying emoji and you are very similar. Oh, thank you for that. Yeah, I'll take that as a compliment. And then you're saying Mr. Ino liked and subscribed. Oh, amazing. Thank you also for that, Amal. Oh, you're saying you have a friend in Kenya. Oh, that is great. That is great. Amal, where do you come from? If you do not mind. You're saying his name is Herbert. And then Kapungism, you're saying, I love Kenya. That is, you love Kenya. And then you have a good English, by the way. Love from Singapore. Oh, do we really have Singapore here? Let me include it. 29 Singapore. So the thing is, Kapungism, the reason as to I'm putting the name of your country down is because I said we normally, after somebody maybe joins our stream and then we ask him or her, where are you watching the stream from? And then they give us a country, maybe the name of a country that we do not have on our list. We normally write down countries whereby we have people watching us from. So thank you very much, Kapungism. We really appreciate your support. I hope you guys in Singapore are doing great. Thank you very much. And then I have Amal saying, so what do you do? Amal, I'm just okay, Amal. You see, previously I used to be a journalist, actually, professionally. I was a journalist until around last year, July. So our economy was hit so bad, and my company, the company that I was working for, the media house, went broke, and then we were fired. I do not want to use the fancy name that they used, like redundancy, so I'll just put it as it was. We were fired. I was among the people who were fired, and right now I'm doing nothing, just YouTubing. And then we have Midtown. You're back. You're asking what's your favorite Kenyan food? Midtown, my favorite Kenyan food is ugali and then kales with eggs. That is my favorite. I really love that. Ugali, eggs and kales. All time. I can eat that on a daily basis and never get bored. Ugali, eggs and kales. Also, friend, if you're joining us for the first time, kindly subscribe, greet us, and do not forget to tell us where you're watching this stream from. So we have Wow. Why am I losing comments? Okay, Jacob is saying bye to Jacob. I hope you'll join us on our next stream. Thank you very much also for taking your time to be here. We appreciate that. And then we have Midtown. You're saying you like mandazi. Ah, that is amazing, Midtown. Yeah, mandazi is also very sweet. And then we have Amal. Oh, Amal, you're from India. Amazing. And then we have Milton. You're saying God bless you, your family, and your village. Thank you very much for that, Milton. I really appreciate that. Nice one. And then we have Kapungism. You're saying it's 3 or 2 a.m. in Singapore. What? So you're still up till 3 a.m. Man, you're very hardworking. You must be very hardworking, Kapungism. Right now in Kenya, it's 11:06 p.m. Yeah? And then we have Yasmin Druchi. Hello, best friend. Yeah, that is my actually my BFF. Yeah? If you do not have a BFF, you're in trouble. I have mine. Mine is here. And she has shown up. Yasmin, I missed you big time. How have you been? It's been like is it a week or so? Yeah, Yasmin, you went away and then you left me alone. And I was wondering, like, what did I do to Yasmin now that she disappeared on me? But I hope you're doing great. And then we have Kapungism. You're saying, for sure I subscribe your channel. I love the way you talk. Oh, thank you very much, Kapungism. Amazing. I'll take that also as a compliment, Kapungism. And Kapungism, kindly continue watching the videos that we make, kindly. Yasmin, you're saying I forgot you. Yes, Yasmin, you actually forgot me. And I'm very sad about that. Yasmin, I'm very sad that you forgot me. And then we have Milton's World. You're saying here in Kenya, it's 11:03 p.m. Amazing. Thank you for that, Milton. And then we have Amal. You're like, oh, Amal, you're shocked. And then, Milton, you're saying, I'm very sorry for getting fired. Yeah, thank you for that, Milton. But you do not really have to be sorry, Milton. You see, that is part of life. Yeah. And then, Jacob, you're saying you would control time. Okay. And then we have Rayok, you're saying, Mark, I'm having my dinner, injera and Tibbs. Search on Google. I believe I know injera. Rayok, the only one that I do not know is Tibbs. I look for Tibbs. It's a kind of food. Okay. And then we have Kapungism. You're saying, I just woke up. Oh, okay. Yeah. You see, in my first comment about you, I said you are very hardworking. Though I thought maybe you are still up till 3 a.m. But you're saying right now, you've told me you're just waking up. Also, I'm not going back on what I said earlier on. You are hardworking. You're waking up at 3 a.m. That is hardworking, nothing else. And then we have Rayok. You're saying, Mark, what did you have for dinner? Today I took ugali I believe I've told you several times how ugali is made in Kenya. So I took ugali, eggs, and fermented milk. Ugali, eggs, and fermented milk. And then we have Christina. Hello, Christina. Yeah, I'm very happy to see you, Christina. Welcome to our stream. Actually, welcome home, Christina. How have you been? How have you been, Christina? And then Real Madrid, Cristiano goal, you saying? Is that a spider? Yeah, it might be actually. It might be. For real, it might be. And then we have Rayok, you're saying you've heard of ugali. Yeah, you're saying it looks yummy. Real Madrid, you're saying, haha, April Fool's Day. You got me. You got me. Real Madrid. You sure did. And then we have Zidane. Zidane, you're saying, yo, Real Madrid, I saw you before. Okay. So Zidane also, kindly, if maybe this is your first time, kindly Zidane and yeah, Zidane and maybe okay, in short, if maybe this is your first time here, kindly support us by subscribing, greet us, and then tell us where you're watching the stream from, and we will really appreciate so much. Exbuka Saka, you're saying I'm back. Hello Inomark. I mean hello Mark. Thank you for coming back. Bukayo. I really appreciate your support. And then we have Rayok, you're saying Saka. So Madrid, you've been pranking streamers. Yeah, you got me actually. I had to look and maybe try to see the spider, and then be careful that when I go to sleep, I do not really sleep with it. And then Zidane is saying, you're from France. Actually, we do not also have, we've never had somebody join our stream from France. Yeah, this is the first time we are having somebody from France. Yeah, because we've had people watch our streams from Kenya, Saudi Arabia, Uzbekistan, Philippines, India, Kazakhstan, Brazil, Kyrgyzstan, Mexico, United States, Sweden, Germany, Lebanon, Jamaica, Russia, Tanzania, Netherlands, Egypt, Australia, South Africa, Uganda, Morocco, Ireland, Pakistan, North Korea, England, Spain, Japan, Philippines, Libya, Sri Lanka, Luxembourg, Italy, China, Latvia, Austria, Canada, Singapore, and then France. So today we actually had somebody from the first time somebody watched us from Canada, the first time somebody watched us from Singapore, and then the first time somebody has watched our stream from France. Amazing. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, I really appreciate that so much. Bukayo, you're saying my birthday is on Friday, 3rd April. Can't wait. Happy birthday to you, Bukayo. Yeah, I wish you nothing but the best. I hope you'll enjoy your day, and I hope you'll get more blessings. How many years old are you turning, Bukayo? I believe men do not really lie about their age. So how many years old are you turning? Also, friend, if you're joining us for the first time, kindly support us by subscribing and we will really appreciate so much. Milton, you're saying I want to ask you a couple of math questions. I'm poor at math. Milton, I'm very poor at math. I do not really want to lie to you that I can get it correct. With math, we never used to really like each other. So math, whenever I was coming from that direction and math was coming from this direction, we could really not come close to each other. So when math saw me and I saw math, yeah, we went on our separate ways. And then Rayok, you're saying happy early birthday, Saka. And then we have Zaidenk. It's Zaidenk. So Zaidenk, you're saying, guess who I was named after? Kindly tell us, Zaidenk. Please tell us. So Milton, you're asking what is the answer of 2? Is it 2 plus 2? That is 4 minus 1 plus 2. That is 3. So that is 3 times 7. That is 21. So 4 minus 2. It will be around negative 18, Milton, if I'm not wrong. I mean minus 18. And then you're saying, bro, my sister died. What? Are you trying to fool us because it's April 1st, so you're very serious? If you're serious, Rayok, I'm very sorry for your loss. If you're serious, I'm very, very sorry for your loss. And may you get comfort during these tough times, if you're serious. But I hope you're not joking about that, because that is not something that you can fool around with. If that is a joke, kindly do not make that joke again. Rayok, you're saying you so nice. Rayok, man, how can you do that to your sister? How can you say she's dead and then you make a joke out of it? That is not cool, man. That is not cool. And then we have ex Bukayo Saka, you're saying thank you. You're welcome, Bukayo. And then you're saying sorry, wrong question. So the answer was supposed to be 17 and not negative 17. So Milton, I got your question. No, the person that is saying 17 is actually Bukayo Saka. Milton, you're saying, oh, sorry. And then we have Faraz essay. Faraz, hello, Faraz. Welcome to our stream. I would really appreciate your presence here. Thank you very much for taking your time to join our stream. Thank you. And also, if maybe this is your first time, kindly support us by subscribing. Tell us where you're watching the stream from, and we will appreciate so much. And then we have Rayok, you're saying April Fools. Okay, Rayok. So we have Void of Tech. You're saying, Oga. Void of Tech, that tells me you must be from Nigeria. Hello, my brother. How are you doing? And then we have Rayok, you're saying you got so nice. I got you so nice. Void of Tech, you're saying amen. And then Rayok, you're laughing. Yeah, Faraz, you're saying sister is Undertaker. Yeah, kindly, Rayok, do not make such a joke, man. Yeah, this is your sister. You cannot say that my sister died and then you make a joke out of it. Even though today is April 1st, you could have actually chosen a better joke, but anyway, you were joking. So and then we have Rayek, you do not have a sister. You do not even have a cousin who's a lady. So because your cousin who's a lady, that is your sister. Maybe am I wrong? Okay, according to our tradition, the Africans. Okay, let me put it this way. According to where I come from, the culture, the Omogusi community in Africa, Kenya, if you happen to come from the same village, you cannot even date somebody within your village, because they say that you guys are cousins, so you cannot date your cousin. You cannot date somebody from your village. That is from where I come from. So, be it your uncle's daughter, that is, you call her your cousin. Be it a neighbor's daughter within the same village, that is also your cousin. You cannot date her. You cannot do anything with her. Amazing, amazing. Also, friend, if maybe this is your first time, kindly say hello to us, greet us, that is, and then tell us where you're watching the stream from. And do not forget to subscribe. And then we have Zaidenk. You're saying I was named after Zinedine Zidane. My name is Zidane. The KH is short for my last name. All right. There is a match that I watched whereby Zidane hit an opponent using his head and then deep down. But Zidane was actually among the greatest in football. So big up yourself, Zaidenk. Yeah, Zidane. Also, friend, kindly, if you're joining us for the first time, say hello. Say hello, and then subscribe. And then tell us where you're watching the stream from. We have Milton, you're saying everyone's spam. Got it. And then we have X-Book Saka, you're saying sorry I wasn't clear, meant I'm gonna be 17. Alright. Oh, Bukayo, so you'll soon turn 17. Yeah, big up yourself, brother. Big up yourself. Amazing. So, friend, we have very few minutes and then we call it a day. Zidane, you're saying, yeah. The 2006 World Cup, I also play for France. You're right now. Oh, you play for France under 16. That is great. So you're a football player, and I'm also a big football fan. Yeah. Amazing. So which position do you actually play, Zidane? I mean Zidane, not Zidane. Zidane. Which position? Also, there was a point in my time that I played football. I do remember. Then you have Milton asking, did you know math is a symbolic language made by humans? I never knew that. So at least you've taught me. Thank you for that. Thank you very much for that. Friend, if also you're joining us for the first time, kindly greet us and then subscribe and also tell us where you're watching this stream from. We will appreciate so much. We've actually been around for the past 2 hours, 1 minute. And then we have Jacob. You're saying at the beginning of the stream there was no delay and now there is a lot. We will work on that. Sorry for that as well, Jacob. And then you have somebody who's known as you're pathetic. So pathetic, you're saying, why did you grape my little brother for coward? I do not understand what you're pathetic you mean. And then we have Heyum, namaste. Heyum, namaste. Thank you very much, Heyum, for stopping by. Namaste. And then we have Zaidank. You're saying I can play central attacking midfielder and left wing. Amazing. Those are very nice positions. Very nice, very nice. So you can play number 10. I believe that central attacking midfielder. Yeah, that is obviously number 10, and then on the wing, on the flanks. So what do you mean you're pathetic? Yeah, there's somebody on the stream that is known as you're pathetic. So I'm trying to understand what he means. Also, they are like we have like 3 comments, actually 4 comments that YouTube has withheld. So unfortunately, I cannot see what you've written. I can only see this message is held for review. 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 That is what I'm seeing here. So whatever you've written, maybe it's not appropriate. It's inappropriate. So sorry for that. We cannot see what you've written. And then we have X Bukayo saying, Mark, 2 days ago, I moved from Jamaica to the UK. Forgot to tell you. X Bukayo Saka. Wow, that is good. That is good. So did you relocate, or maybe you went to save somebody? Bukayo. And then Milton, you're saying if I'm wrong, please correct me, guys. Milton, what do you mean if you're wrong? Are you the one who wrote the messages that have been withheld by YouTube? Milton. And then we have Bukayo saying I play for a football academy in Birmingham called Birmingham Academy. Congratulations, Bukayo. Yeah, that is a good step, man. I'm very happy for you. And then we have Rayok, you're saying I am Emma. And then you're saying April Fool's Day. So Rayok, why would you want to be Emma? Like for real? You couldn't even choose somebody else, Emma. Wow. Anyway, friend, if you are joining us for the first time, kindly subscribe, greet us, and tell us where you're watching the stream from. Amazing friend. We have like around 15 minutes and then we call it a day. So Bukayo Saka, you're saying in Birmingham City Academy, my position is right winger and goalkeeper. Nah, come on, Bukayo. Are you for real? Can you play in both positions? How possible, Bukayo? See, I think, or I believe, like by now you could have at least had a position that you'll stick to. Now you're even confusing me more. You're saying I mean like for different teams. You're actually confusing me more. Bukai. I was confused when you said you play as a winger. And at the same time you can play as a goalkeeper. So I was confused when you said that. And now I'm more confused when you are saying, I mean like for different teams. Now I'm even more confused. Bukayo. Anyway, friend, we have like 13 minutes. Yeah, I can see the time is really flying. It is 11:31 p.m. Kenyan time, or maybe East African time. 11:31 p.m. So people right now, most people here are asleep in the village. So I just remembered that there was a time when I used to go to work and then come back in the evening, and maybe go to work very early in the morning at around 4 a.m. Mostly it used to be at night. Whenever I was coming from work, maybe at around 10 p.m., maybe almost 11 p.m., I used to okay, I'll leave that for maybe some other day. I'll not talk about that. Oh, Jacob, you're saying it's 2 p.m. for you. Yeah, that is amazing. Like Kenya is ahead of you for around 9 hours. Yeah, 9 hours. I believe you said you come from Texas in the US. And then we have Saka, you saying for you it's 9:32 at night. That is PM. So you guys, Kenya is ahead of you by 2 hours. Amazing, amazing. So Jacob, you're saying yeah, great. Jacob from Texas. Bukayo from the UK. Is it UK or London? Anyway, it's in the same area. So friend, we only have like 10 minutes. So if maybe this is your first time here, kindly subscribe, greet us, and then tell us where you're watching the stream from. And we actually have very few minutes, just 10 minutes. Also, if maybe you happen to have a question, this is the right time to ask the question. Do not really say that I locked you out when you had something that you wanted to ask or maybe say, or maybe advise. You see, you can as well advise me like, Mark, you see this and this, you should do this and this. Yeah, you see, personally I never really get maybe angry whenever somebody's maybe trying to throw insults at me or maybe trying to pull me down. That never really angers me, and I'm not really ready to share what angers me. Not at all. Oh, somebody known as Alem Veteran, you're saying the light reflecting on your head is blinding Loki. I will do something about that. Thank you very much, Alem, for letting us know. I will do something about that. And then we have Jacob. You're saying I'm going to be hard. I mean, it's going to be hard for me to be on your streams because of my time. Yeah, I understand, Jacob. I understand. Though at times, Jacob, there are times that we really do streams during the day. But I also believe that if I do a stream during the day, you'll definitely be asleep because of our time difference. But Jacob, what you'll do is you can also support our channel by watching our videos. We normally create videos in the village. You can, maybe if you never join our streams, you can watch our videos. Yeah, the ones that we normally make in the village, African village, that is. Yeah, but we really appreciate your effort for being here. Now that you said in your country it's 2 p.m. Wow. And then we have Jacob. Oh, I've read that. And then we have Bukayo Saka saying, Mark, is there any way I can donate you money? Oh, Saka. Okay, for now you cannot really donate me money because the YouTube has really put the threshold for me to at least get a donation really high. Like I'm supposed to hit 3,000 watch hours. Right now I'm at 1,000. So we still have 2 more to go. But Buka, because I normally see you on our streams on a daily basis, I really appreciate that. They normally say it's the thought that counts. So Bukayo Saka, maybe maybe you can work on something and then I'll let you know, Bukayo. So, but for now you cannot really donate, but thank you for wanting to do it. And then we have Maxim Bonjour. You're saying hi, bro. Hello to Maxim, how are you? And then we have Jacob. You're saying he's joking, don't fix the light. Okay, so the light is fine. Alam, you said the light is blinding Loki. And then Jacob, you're saying it's not true. And then we have David Njarogi. Hello, Davy. Hello, Manjaro. Welcome to our stream, Davy. Yeah, we really appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. Also, friend, if maybe this is your first time here, kindly support us by subscribing, greet us, and also tell us where you are watching the stream from. We only have like 5 minutes and then we end this stream. We have Rayok. You're saying, Mark, cook food for me. You're great. I'm your guest. Rayok, you want me to cook food for you. So how will that food actually get to you if I cook it for you? And then we have Maxim. You're saying, bro, I'm getting billed by... I'm not understanding what Maxim you're saying. And then we have Bukayo Saka. You're saying, sorry, Mark, I have to go to sleep now. Bye. You're alive. I believe you're saying we'll meet on my live stream tomorrow. Thank you very much, Bukayo Saka. Have a great night. I hope you'll be in our next live stream. Thank you very much for that. And then we have Rayok. You're saying donated $300. Bro, how is your teeth so white? Yeah. And then we have Kaira. You're saying hi to Kaira. Kaira, thank you for joining our stream. We really appreciate that. You can also support us by subscribing, and we will really appreciate so much. So friend, we only have 4 minutes. 4 minutes, just 4. If you happen to have a question, now is the time to ask before we end this stream. Yeah, Kaira, you're asking how I'm doing. I'm doing great, Kaira. How about you? You can also tell us, Kaira, where you are watching the stream from, and we will appreciate so much. Oh, we only have 3 minutes actually, not even 4. Rayok, you're saying, bro, you got something. RB. What do you mean by that? Excuse me? What do you mean by that, Rayok? Takie, right? Okay, let me try to see if maybe we've had somebody watch our stream from Turkey. So congratulations, Kaira, for being the first person to actually watch our stream from Turkey. Thank you very much, Kaira. We really appreciate your presence here. You can also kindly support us by subscribing to our channel, Kaira. And then we have Jacob. You're saying it's what he eats is. How is it teeth are so white? What does he eat? So that is from Rayok. And then Kaira, you're saying thanks to you all, you're the best. Amazing, Kaira. Kaira, did you really subscribe to our channel? And then we have Rayok, you're saying, do you have Snapchat, Kaira? Rayok, you want to interact with Kaira? Okay, Kaira, you have somebody who's crashing on you over here. He wants to know if you have Snapchat so that he can talk to you in private. And then we have okay, I'll let you two, Kaira and Rayok, have your chat over there. So friend, we only have, actually our time is up, but because I see Rayok is trying to get Kaira's attention, let's add a few minutes, like 5 minutes, and then we call it a day. So somebody is sending a lot of flowers. Kindly don't do that, because it's YouTube might actually think that this is a bot trying to do that, and then we might have some trouble. We're reaching like so very many people. So kindly, when you send an emoji, just send 2 to 3, they're enough, but too many, yeah, we get some limitation actually. Yeah, so Kaira has shared with Rayok IG account. Yeah, so does anybody have a question? Kaira, I'm streaming from Kenya. I believe Rayok, you know where I'm streaming from. So does anybody have a question actually before we end the stream, now that we only have 4 minutes? Just 4, and then we call it a day kindly. Because we've been around for the past 2 hours and 21 minutes. So we'll only take 2 hours, 25 minutes, and then we call it a day. So anybody with a question before we end the stream? Oh, Rayok, you're asking, what are you going to do after streaming? Oh, Rayok, because it's 11:45 p.m., I'll just definitely go to bed, like sleep and sleep and sleep and sleep. And then we have Kyra, you're saying, happy to be here. How old are you? What's your goal in YouTube? Oh, Kyra, welcome on board. I'm 30 years old. And then my goal on YouTube is like I actually want to be the best. So that is my goal. Not the best in terms of maybe competition, like competing with the best YouTubers, but by saying the best, I mean like I want to at least inspire somebody, at least maybe give somebody hope that all is not over, you still have time, including the people that maybe are having challenges here and there. I want to be the best for them. Like I want to be in a position whereby I can help them. Yeah, because I've also been in a situation whereby a very tight position. So I know what it is to be rock bottom. Yeah, I know how it tests rock bottom. So I've been down there. I'm not saying I'm happy here. Oh, definitely I'm still on rock bottom, but I also want to also inspire somebody that we can rise and then change the world, right? So that is my goal, Kyra. You asked a very nice question. Thank you for that. And then Jacob, you're saying 225 XP. And then you have Shane Carter, you're saying hi. Hello Shane. Yeah, welcome to our stream. If this is your first time here, kindly support us by subscribing. And then we have Rayok, you're saying that's nice, amazing. We have Kyra, you're saying we'll be supporting you. You will definitely achieve your goals. We believe in you. Thank you for that, Kyra. Thank you for that. Amazing. So friend, we only have a minute. So now that Kyra was the only person who had a question for us, I want to thank you very much for supporting the stream. Yeah, we really had a nice time. I cannot complain, though we had ups and downs, but that is life. Obviously, life has ups and downs. So I really I'm very grateful for the support, for the subscription that you guys have given me, for the comments, everything. I really appreciate so much. So for now, kindly allow me to end the stream. We will definitely meet on our next stream if you subscribe. Yeah, we will definitely meet. So for now, a friend, it's a bye. Anon, you're actually coming late, but hello Anon. Yeah, thank you for stopping by, Anon. We're actually ending the stream like right now. And then Jacob, you're saying bye Jacob. And then Kyra, you're saying that's my pleasure. You deserve more. Thanks for kindness. Nice one, Kyra. And then I have Shubham. Shubham, you're asking, do you use shampoo? No, I don't. Shubham. So friend, thank you very much. If maybe you've not subscribed, kindly subscribe see you on our next stream. It's a bye for now. My name is Ino Mark 29. See you on our next stream.